Welcome to The Explainer. Today we are diving into a concept that, let's be honest, most of us think we've got figured out. Rebirth. But here's a thought. What if the popular idea, a soul just hopping from one life to the next, is actually the complete opposite of what the Buddha was really trying to teach?
I mean, it's the ultimate question, isn't it? It's the one that has shaped entire religions, philosophies, and probably more late-night conversations than we can count. So naturally, it's the perfect place for us to start. So when people back in the day, both believers and skeptics, asked the Buddha this exact question, his response was, well, it was kind of a curveball. Instead of laying out a map of the afterlife, he totally reframed the question itself.
Yeah, instead of giving a straight answer, he told this incredible story, a parable, really, and it was all designed to pull our focus away from some unknowable future and plant it firmly in the urgency of right now.
So get this, a man gets shot with a poisoned arrow. The poison's already working its way through his system. A doctor rushes over, ready to save his life. This is his only shot. But the man, he just pushes him away.
And why? Because his head is spinning with questions. Before he'll even consider letting the doctor help him, he demands to know who shot this arrow, what was his social status, what kind of bow did he use, and hey, what's this poison actually made of? So you see the point, right? Speculating about what comes next is a massive distraction. It's literally like demanding to know the arrow's life story while the poison is shutting down your body. The real, immediate, urgent task is to deal with the suffering that's right in front of you, in this life.
But okay, what if you're not totally sold? What if you're a skeptic? Well, the Buddha's argument for this was just brilliant and super practical. He basically said, look, even if there's nothing after this, living a good, ethical life pays off right here, right now.
And just think about what that really means. You're trusted by the people around you. You have a clear conscience, so you're not tortured by guilt. You can live without all that gnawing fear and anxiety. These aren't some far-off rewards in heaven. This is the recipe for a genuinely happy life today. Goodness, it turns out, is its own reward.
Okay, now to really truly get the Buddhist perspective, we have got to clear up the single biggest mix-up out there. We throw around the words reincarnation and rebirth like they're the same thing. They're not. In Buddhism, they point to two totally different concepts.
So first up, you've got reincarnation. This is the idea most of us are familiar with. There's this permanent, unchanging personal soul, an Atman, and when you die, it just pops out and finds a new body. Kind of like a driver just getting out of an old car and into a new one.
But the Buddhist concept of rebirth? It's a game changer. It completely rejects the idea of a fixed permanent you. What continues isn't some thing, some little soul nugget. It's a process. It's a continuous stream of cause and effect, of karma and consciousness.
This metaphor nails the difference perfectly. Reincarnation is like changing your clothes. The person underneath is still the same person, but rebirth, that's like using one candle flame to light a new candle. The second flame is absolutely caused by the first one, but it is not the same flame. It's a new, distinct fire.
And this table really locks it in. Reincarnation, it's all about that permanent soul, the Atman. The Buddhist view of rebirth, it's built on the radical idea of a Natman, no permanent self. And look how that flips the script on the ultimate goal. It's no longer about cleaning up some eternal soul for its next journey. The goal is to wake up from the illusion that you even have one in the first place.
So if rebirth is all about a continuous process, what does that say about life and death themselves? Well, the 13th century Japanese reformer Nichiren took this whole idea and went even deeper, seeing them not as two separate things, but as a single, unified process.
For Nichiren, life and death weren't these big, scary opposites you had to fear or try to escape from. No, they were just two parts of the same eternal rhythm, flowing one into the other.
He even used specific words, Mayo, which is the vibrant, active, manifest state we call life, and Ho, the latent, dormant state we call death. For him, you couldn't have one without the other. So the point isn't to get off the ride, it's to wake up to its true nature while you're on it.
And just like the Buddha, his focus was so incredibly practical, always bringing it back to this very moment. He taught that if you transform your state of being right here, right now, through your practice, you fundamentally change your relationship to everything, including life and death.
So after all that, what's the bottom line? What are we supposed to take away from this? Well, what's amazing is that across all these different schools of thought, separated by centuries, the core message stays pretty much the same.
It all boils down to this. Whether you're talking about the Buddhist story about the arrow, or Nichiren's focus on chanting, the point is always to drag your attention away from guessing about the future and put it squarely on the quality of this very moment. You know, the best way to prepare for a good death isn't some secret technique, it's just to live a good life.
And all of these deep, profound teachings really share one single heartbeat, one powerful central idea. This present moment, this isn't the dress rehearsal. This is the show. This is the path.
So the teaching on rebirth isn't really a guidebook to what happens next. It's a wake-up call. It's a profound call to take responsibility for our lives. Right now, it's asking us to live as if every single action, every thought, every intention actually matters. Because, well, it does. The ripples we create keep going, whether we're here to see them or not.
So in the end, after this whole journey, maybe we've been asking the wrong question. Maybe the concept of being reborn isn't really about the future at all. Maybe it's pointing us right back to where we started, the here and now.
Perhaps being reborn isn't a one-time thing that happens when you die. Perhaps it's the choice we have in every single second, to wake up again and again from all our distractions and habits, and to drop right into the reality of this moment. The real challenge isn't to get ready for another life. It's to fully, completely, and courageously show up for this one.